Everybody, it's Kristina Dennis talking about transformation today and our Mindful Monday. And I feel like there's almost a slow motion thing going on in this world today, or at least for me in my world. Like, it was very hectic, very crazy, getting all those Christmas decorations up, and I admittedly am not great at it. I fall more in the category of, ooh, I hope it's not broken. Let's see how long we can make this stuff last. But there is a certain amount of cheer that happens when it's up. And I have the tree up after many hours of fixing it. And I have assorted decorations throughout the house. And I have most of the Christmas presents purchased. And I did my one obligatory Christmas party Friday, and have the one that I really love coming up. So I'm right smack in the middle of holidays. And it seems to me that the anxiety of the holidays are a little lessened, but the 2020 discussion of new decade and what we're going to do is kind of got me a little ruffled right now. And I wondered if anybody else was having the same feeling. Like, as we start approaching, I think in 2010, I was in an autism haze. I know that I had been separated from my son's dad, and it was some of the hardest periods of our life, Billy and I's life, about him not sleeping and me being on my own, trying to navigate that. And it was rough. And so I was asleep, and I don't really remember this kind of insistence, or maybe this kind of focus on how we're going to change 2020 and not lose out. Maybe that's just heightened social media that I'm seeing. I'm not sure, but I'm wondering if anybody else is feeling that or seeing that themselves, that somehow what we did, like somehow we've got to come up with a formula in the next 4 weeks, 3 weeks that shares and launches us in January. And I just don't want to subscribe to that. I do want to take the momentum of the universe, but I can already tell that I feel a little anxiety coming on for doing that. And I don't think that there's a lot of growth that comes with that anxiety. I feel like what happens is that, at least for this person, this mama, is that I start thinking, oh, I'm missing the measuring stick. I don't understand what's happening. I'm behind. That's a favorite theme of mine to think. And it's even worse as I get older and start thinking about the fact that, being 50 means the second half of my life is in session. And I don't want to live with FOMO, with permanent FOMO. And I feel like sometimes with our awareness and self-actualization and our connection to maybe higher thought processes than we had earlier, unless we went and sought them out in a book, we have them kind of available to us. All those fabulous means that get us to start thinking, super important, unless I can use it as a way to kind of freak myself out. And so I just wanted to ask if anybody else is having that feeling. Hi, Dana. How's it in the East Coast? If anybody else is feeling like, crap, am I supposed to be having an existential crisis or a do-over or a makeover? Or can I just continue at the same momentum and pace that I've been doing it? And I think that for my nervous system, for this person, for me, it's going to need to be a little bit of, yes, let me get on the bandwagon of 2020 being an amazing year of change and beauty. And also, I didn't really break too much this year, and I want to enjoy some of those successes and really think back to all the good stuff that happened. So I just wanted to ask and say out loud to myself and to anybody who's listening that what we've done is enough. It's just enough, that how we've been is enough. And that, yes, it's important to take stock. And yes, a new decade is exciting. And it's very exciting right now. And I was talking to somebody earlier and learned a long time ago that the physical response of excitement and anxiety are the same. I'm not saying anxiety attacks are not serious. They're incredibly serious. But I know for me that nervousness or that that self thought process, I'm in that loop where I could easily go into some anxiety and I'm not even sure that I need to, or, there's nothing really triggering me except kind of natural day-to-day current, the atmosphere, the collective energy of the world, that I'd rather reframe my thinking on it and start using the word I'm really excited about 2020. And I'm also going to take the next couple of weeks before I even get into that rebirth and enjoy 2019 and what has occurred in 2019, which was a whole heck of a lot for me, a whole heck of a lot. And I'm sure it was a whole heck of a lot for a lot of people out there. So I just wanted to say that. We're going to be approaching holiday week next week. I'll still come in because I do think Mindful Mondays are an awesome way to start out my week, at least, and share some thoughts, and they'll probably be centered around the holidays and some gratitude about what has occurred in the last year, and some self-reflection on 2010, but in a really soft, gentle way for myself. I need to approach it in a very kind way, knowing my tendencies to start comparing myself with others and what they've been able to get done and what I haven't been able to get done. Never good. Comparison is the quickest way to insanity. So thank you for everybody who's going to check on this video later, and I love you all, and I hope you have a great week and finishing up your details and doing what you want to do with loved ones and friends, and I'd love to hear from you. Have a good one. Bye.